Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the series Defeating Anxieties of Youth. And you are listening to Architect Karan Arora. This is episode 7 of season 1 Ateet. Ateet means past, something that's related to totally different dimension of a time. It's something that's gone forever, and it won't return back. There are chances that you may get some chances to do better, but it's hardly possible that whatever you have done and whatever has happened will happen again. So, the main topic of this podcast is dare to forget, and that means to forget our past. Ateet. Our memories are so sticky, right? Just like soap bubbles stick on our hand when we wash our hands. But are all memories good for us? Why can't we remember the good ones sometimes but can hardly forget the bad ones? Because they hurt, actually. From last episode we understood the meaning of crying out and cleansing ourselves as we are like water. Why can't we come out of that sticky bubble and clean up that mess also? It's totally upon us. We can forget the hard to forget memories in very less time if we don't let them stick by our delicate skin. And that's possible. And you know a secret, the more you ignore something, the more it comes back to you. So no ignorance. Forget the fake nature of time and step forward to a new staircase of life. As memories are like gravity. The more you rise, the more it pulls you down. And the anti-gravity dose for this is only adapting the qualities of water. Prepare yourself for joy and success. Stay calm and keep flowing. Wash away worries. Live life the easy side. Trust me, this works. A problem that lie under the subcategory of anxiety is this only, and that I can brief you. These problems are memories. It can be of any kind, but the major role plays about remembering the times that can hit us hard. Sometimes it's not your choice, and sometimes it is out of your choice to go back to those times and get affected by anything. It's the person with whom the memory is related to or an incident. So there is no harm in remembering anything, but the harm is anxiety that actually pulls you down. That we feel when we are in that state, it makes us solid and we are completely freezed to a question, and then we question ourselves again and again about the mistakes we did or why that incident happened or impacted us so differently. You must not remember that. There is no need at all, but dare to forget that today, right now. Be like water. We have already discussed this. No need to discuss it again and again. But some things I have already told you that you have to pick up characteristics. You have to listen to those things again and again. Note them down, and we'll use it in our further steps. Without listening to or following the previous steps, we cannot continue to resolve our problems. So now these memories act like gravity and always try to pull you down. And the interesting fact is, every time we remember anything or get caught in the trap, we are few steps back that we cannot calculate at the time. As we ignore it, still knowing the fact that it happened, ironically. Now be careful and aware. Stand up and compete with yourself and get out of the red zone. Climb those steps and keep moving forward. Memories are good. Nobody said don't smile and cherish those times, but don't remember what hurts you and binds you with different dimensions of time. We all know about the fact that we all live in different dimensions. As I am not a scientist, I cannot claim it, but we know that from our heart. Whenever we are in our present state, we usually try to live in the past or the future, but not at where we are in the present. There are very few people who usually thinks about the present. Most of the people always try to rethink whatever they have done or to think what they want to do. What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? Because we always try to catch what we don't have, whether it's gone or whether it's about to come. Or I don't think so, it won't come forever, but you are imagining something will come to you itself, but it cannot happen. If you will dare to forget whatever is already past, then you can proceed further to new steps, to new journey, and then you will carve out your own dreams with a better format, with a better style, and with some good essence or aesthetics that will provide that thing will provide to your life. I believe that problems are always the subcategory of what we already have or what we have already done. It's about mistakes, or if it's about the nuisance that we have created in our lives. So those problems are something that is related to the memories only. There is a chance that we can resolve everything in a swoosh. There is a chance that we can correct all these things if we have a magic wand, but we don't have that yet. We have to put efforts. We have to put efforts in those tasks. We have to compete with ourselves, with our mind. If we'll try to focus on the present situation, if we'll try to focus on the present work, the present dimension where we are working, then there is a possibility, not a possibility, there is a surety that everything will go smooth as grease. Everything will go correct. Whenever we move back to the past, the main thing that we lose is time, then attention, and then focus, and then ultimately what we lose is work. That time where we could have put our efforts, invested our emotions, attention, focus on, and that could have resulted in a better future. So we have already lost that because of we are again and again lunging in those past times. Why we cannot continue to live in the present situation? Why we cannot continue to live a better life? We cannot tell our family members, our friends, that their past is not important. What is gone just a second back is past. You have to fit this in your mind every time. I'll say every time when you will do something, you will do a task, or if you have done something wrong or something right, always remember this statement and keep this in your mind. Fit this in your brain cells. Whatever is gone just a second back is past, and then you will continue to live life beautifully. If you will think like this way, then I am definitely sure that you will live life in your style, without worries and without anxieties. And that is what the youth needs. The youth generally lives in the past. The youth generally lives in the future. Youth doesn't want to work right now in the present situation, and they are running behind money. That's it. That's the task. Money, relationships, whatever is scratching them, whatever is pulling them behind, whatever is pulling them down, just like gravity. So the focus should be present. So this is what you have to do. Listen to this podcast again, write those points, go back behind, read and listen to those podcasts. Prepare a blueprint that why and how you will recover yourself from these points, because this is a must thing. See, God can provide you chances to earn money, but God cannot put money in your hands. God can show you the tap from where you can drink water, but God cannot let the tap come to you and provide you water directly into your mouth. So it's your task now. You have to do this. You have to read, write, listen to the podcast, and just do it. Just do it this time. Help yourself, help your friends, help everyone you can. And yes, I know that you can do it, because this is not a task. This is part of your life, and I am providing you a track on which you have to run, on which you have to run or walk. It's your choice. So this was Karan Arora, and you were listening to Defeating Anxieties of Youth. We'll meet next time, next week, Saturday at 9 a.m. Thank you so much for listening. See you. Take care. Bye.